Welcome to this tutorial on AWS SSH keys. If you've ever needed to securely access your AWS EC2 or Lightsail instances, SSH keys are your best friend. In this video, we'll show you how to connect to an AWS instance using an SSH key. This keys as a secure way to authenticate your identity when connecting to instances. Instead of traditional passwords, SSH keys offer stronger protection and reduce the risk of unauthorized access. You can learn how to create an AWS SSH key by watching the previous video on this channel called How to Install AWS Lightsail Instance. To prepare to connect to your instance, get the following information from the Amazon Management Console. Get the public IP address of the instance. Here we can see the AWS public IP address. Let's copy it. Next, we need to know the operating system username. We can see the username here. Let's copy that too. You must know the location of your private key file to make the initial connection to a Linux instance using SSH. Get the fully qualified path to the location on your computer of the .pem file for the key pair that you specified when you launched the instance. First, we need to find the SSH key location. The SSH key is in the download folder. We need to find its full path. For that, we first need to find the file location via C drive. Open C drive and open username in it. Here you can see the download folder, which is where our SSH key is located. Let's paste that path here. Here we need to add the name of the SSH key file. For that, we can copy that file name and add it at the end of the path. Let's paste that path here. Check the firewall of AWS instance that allowed the default port address 22 of SSH. The SSH port is added to the AWS instance by default. To check it, let's look at the Network tab in the AWS Management Console. Here we can see that the SSH 22 port address is already allowed. So, we don't have to do anything here. Please check the permissions of your private key. If you do not set these permissions, then you cannot connect to your instance using this key pair. It is not mandatory to check this, because if this user has downloaded the SSH key, the user will already have permission. Let's take a look. If you look at the file properties here, you can see the Security tab, where permissions have already been added for the username. Otherwise, you can click the Edit button and add the user by name and set the permissions. This is the command for SSH connection. The first thing that is said is the SSH key location. Then the AWS instance username. And thirdly, the AWS public IP address. We have saved all these three earlier, so just copy and paste them. Let's paste these three in their proper place. First the file location, then the username, and finally the AWS public IP address. Now the SSH command to connect to the AWS instance is complete. After that, we go to the CMD prompt and paste this command. Now, by pressing Enter, we can establish a connection to the AWS instance. We have established a connection between our computer and the AWS instance using an SSH key. You are now viewing the terminal of the Amazon Linux 2023 operating system. And here you can apply all the commands of the operating system. Thanks for watching our video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay in the loop with our new videos.